are the man now. Dog, you 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 are the man now.
Hello, ladies and germs, and welcome back to the Man Dog Pod. My name is Ryan Rosenberg, and I'm here with my hostess with the mostest of a buddy, Mr. Dan Lippert.
Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Dan. And we've got our other singing friend in the house today, Mr. John Mackey.
This boy is on fire.
I love it. Mr. Alicia Keys, excuse me.
Yes.
I didn't know you had those pipes.
Oh, yeah, they're hidden in there.
I think it's nice to know that your friends have pipes.
It's
because
reassuring.
why aren't we singing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Are we so prisoners in our own bodies that we can't sing?
Are we so prisoners we can't sing?
What is this masculine cage?
Do we feel that generally going around, people who don't identify as masculine are singing more in their everyday life than us in our cage? Yeah.
Just much more musical. I would say they have a whole musicality to them that is muted for me. I know I have a musicality that I mute every day.
Yeah.
And today, folks, it's coming out.
It's coming out. It's the musical episode.
The singing song.
It is funny. I feel like there's a line you can cross, though, where it gets to be a problem, like karaoke people. I don't want to be friends with anybody who's like super excited and like takes karaoke
You don't want to have
seriously.
to go?
I just don't want to like be embarrassed by how seriously somebody takes karaoke.
That's funny.
Yeah. This is probably the most common. Like, if you tagged stuff that comes up on our podcast, karaoke is probably the most common one because I think we all feel the same.
Well,
way
it
about
feels like a real litmus test, especially within our community. You're either like an outward outward performer like that, or you're not.
Yeah.
And I think karaoke is a real marker for shame. You know what I mean? Like, either you're shameless and you love to sing in a group of strangers and you go, my turn, everyone listen. Or you're like, this makes me shrink. And I feel more like that. It shrinks me a little bit.
Yeah. There's also, this is maybe just a me thing, but there's an element of knowing a song, well, like a popular, quote unquote, bad song, well enough to sing it perfectly and being excited to sing it perfectly is really embarrassing to me. There's a vulnerability to like admitting that you know this song this well that for some reason makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
Like if I get up there and I sang like Papa Roach Last Resort, completely committed, not ironically at all. I think it's the non-irony. If you go
Our
up
whole
there and
thing
aren't
is joking,
doing it, if you're
and
not,
it's the opposite.
if you're not doing a bad song ironically and you're performing it well, I think you're weird.
Right, because, we can't be serious.
No.
Well, but I think that's a way to be embraced by the community, is to show your true self. Go up there and hit Last Resort to the fullest extent of how you would do it if you knew you wouldn't be judged for it.
Because you know who's the weird person? The person who goes like, whoa, John, that was fucking weird. I think they would get beat up in the bar. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not allowed to say that to people when they're just being authentically open.
Yeah.
Like, my greatest fear is that that's what happens every single time you're authentically open, but it is not allowed to happen. Like, everybody would be like, excuse me? You know what I mean? Like, you can't be that openly mean to people if they're being earnest.
Yeah,
like
the guy who's just saying "Ain't that a kick in the head" would go up to that guy and be like, "Hey, buddy, why don't you get out of here?"
Time to kick you in the head. This is a bit of it's in the same subject, but it's a different thread. I really like in Last Resort, it's so funny because there's a really serious line that doesn't scan the way it's written, so he has to rush it, where he goes, would it be wrong, would it be right if I took my life tonight?
Yes.
Like, he has to say a really serious thing really fast.
You want to like stop him and be like, hey, but you wrote these lyrics.
Right.
You can go back to the shed and start workshopping new ones.
He writes in a shed.
Yeah.
He writes in a hot shed
Oh, Papa?
in Vacaville.
Papa said, Papa goes to Vacaville.
Yeah.
Vodka Roach.
Vodka Roach.
Papa Goes to Vacaville is a great sequel to Mr. Deeds Goes to Washington.
But it's a comeback
Vacaville
movie.
is the real town that they're from, and it's in Northern California, near where I'm from, V-Town. Stand up, and they have a great outlet mall.
Ooh.
Really?
The Vacaville outlets are like legendary. Like we had the Natomas outlets near us, but those were like not really worth going to. It's like a Bum Equipment, a Bugle Boy, like all the like definitely can only be outlets.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
old brands almost.
Yeah.
But the Vacaville ones were sick. Nike,
Ooh.
Reeboks, good food court. You know what I mean? When you get that good food court. Oh. Because at someone
outlet mall's so
like
nice.
it has like a Sbarro and like name brand food court. The Natomas one that was close to my house had like Taco Hut.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
shit like that where you're like, this is gross.
Yeah. Carla's son.
Carla's son. That's very good. That actually tracks in a lot of ways because the star too. Son, you could be. doing
Oh,
a
that's
double entendre
true.
with the sun
Whoa,
and the
that's
star.
actually an amazing joke.
You did a great job right there.
Wow, really good job, Dan.
Well, I think the big news today is that we're coming from the new studio in Mr. Mackey and Mr. Lippert's home.
Start spreading big news.
We're in the studio.
I took my life tonight.
And we're loving it. It's comfy, it's cozy, it's nice
on
and
the way.
cool.
Yeah, that's the good thing.
It's on the way out of your bedroom to the living room. So yeah, it's definitely on
Yeah,
the way.
dude, I never have to go out of my way to get here. It's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is on the way, yeah.
But the big news is we need $100,000 to really outfit it the way we want it. So
Yeah.
today is sort of a, what do you call that? Like a pledge
A
drive.
begging.
Yeah.
A pledge
A
drive.
pledge drive is what we call it. No,
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
and I think it's funny. What a fun way to do a pledge drive for something like this is to show people the bones and just be like, you
Yeah.
people out there, see what we're working with.
Right.
What does it need? What does that cost? Donate that amount of money to us so we can buy it.
Like
That's
right now,
good.
I'm looking at John Schott. He's holding his microphone. His arm hurts.
Ow.
He's got this thing I'm going to get rid of from Urban Outfitters behind him. It's like metal. It's scary for him. Imagine the microphone is just in front of his face. His hands are free to play any sort of character.
A mime.
And we all know this is my whole thing.
Yeah. Imagine like a Man Dog or Big Grande branded like poster behind him,
I
color
love
scheme.
it. Yeah.
Here's what I have an issue with, which perhaps we've talked about before, is let's just say my tastes are a little eclectic, as we can see with this thing here.
One way to say it.
I like color and pattern. So every single item I want to buy is color and pattern. But then if you have 5 of those in a room, you feel like you've walked into the Joker's house.
Right. Right. Because they clash.
Yeah.
Too many different colors and patterns.
It's a person who didn't plan. So
Okay.
I'm really the reason that I haven't bought more things, like there was a rug I liked and stuff like that, is I'm like, are they too busy? And I'm trying to but then the other thing that'll happen is I'll just try to mute things, and then everything I own is this color or navy blue.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
it's hard to like find the middle ground of a little nice pretty pop.
Right.
I think the way that a lot of people approach that is just even developing a color palette, because it's like a bunch of patterns that all are in complementary colors. Kind is okay.
Yeah.
It's like that thing back there and those chairs look cool next to each other to me. This chair works with
It's
that.
in that palette.
So it's like if you like go in with a color palette, that's like I think that like I don't know anything, but that's like at least in my brain, I'm like, well, what if you just like start there? Like I want everything to be in this sort of like autumnal, like warm, like vibe, like a early fall, late summer vibe.
yeah.
And then it's just like pieces that give you that feeling, even if they like are a little weird or like
Yeah.
a
I want to
different
look
color.
like I'm in Her. The movie.
Yeah.
Your
right.
pants aren't
Not the
high
band.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his stuff is all very plain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the thing too, is you got to pick like, is my main thing a focus piece or an accent?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, is the rug I'm getting gonna be a thing that everybody is looking at, like a visual rug, or is it just sort of tying together the other stuff?
Right.
If it's tying together the other stuff, it should probably be kind of plain.
Yeah.
If it's its own thing, then make a big choice on it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, Yeah, I feel like you gotta, like you're saying, pick a color palette of like, here's most of the stuff's just gonna be like cream and woods.
Yeah.
But then the pillows are gonna be oranges and you know, like that kind of stuff, so that you're like, here's my choices, and then everything else is like not assaulting.
Yeah.
You know?
If you look at like, I'm trying to imagine like pictures of like cool living rooms that I've seen. It's usually like, there's like one thing in there that is like, whoa, like that's a bright couch, or like that rug's really busy, but everything else is like
statement piece
in the color pattern or in the color palette, but not gaudy or like sort of in your face. So like it's maybe the vibe, and this is just me saying, talking out my ass probably, but like if there's crazy wallpaper, go crazy with the wallpaper on one wall, but then have everything else just be sort of highlights of that color.
Yeah.
So like if everything else is like the like orange and creams, like those chairs I think are perfect in complement to that.
Well, it's much like the game of a scene, of an improv scene. If you're making crazy choices all over the place, none of them really mean anything.
Wow.
But if you're being like, here's the base reality, and then here's my crazy thing, then it stands out as interesting.
Yeah. Like
but if everything is interesting, it all kind of goes like, well, it all just looks like the same weird stuff.
Yeah. It's like you picked cool stuff, but you just picked cool stuff.
Yeah, I heard a thing that they were like, part of what is cool and hard about making choices is that once you make the choice, you give up all the other things.
Yeah.
So that's kind of hard. Part of the hard part
It's
is like,
the old parking
you got to
spot.
decide what you're willing to give up so that you decide what you're willing to keep.
It's the old parking spot analogy.
What's that?
It's usually used in reference to relationships, but it's like you see a parking spot that's like 600 feet from where you're trying to go. It's been busy. You take that 600-foot parking spot. You're like, okay, I'm good. You start walking towards the place, and there's a spot that's 400 feet before. If you took the 600, you gave up the 400. So a lot of times you'll drive past that 600 looking for the 400. It's a different thing.
No,
but
I know what you mean, though.
It is that feeling of just
or
like,
you
well,
could
I made
circle
the choice
all day looking for the perfect spot,
right?
When you could have
When
just
you
taken
coulda
the one
just
50
taken
feet
one.
away. Yeah, totally.
All right, Lakers, man. Lakers. Stoked for the game, guys. Thanks for making the time. I know it's hard. We've got so busy lately.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, are you kidding me? I'm not missing a Lakers game. This is awesome.
Sorry I was running just a little late, but we're gonna make it now. We'll be there in time for tip off, and we'll probably just have to do food after the first quarter instead of before the game.
No
Sorry
worries,
about that.
man.
Yeah,
No worries
hell
at
yeah.
all. I'm excited.
Is
Honestly,
there
I don't
anything you
even
need? I mean, are you good? Like, are you?
I just keep an eye out. Like maybe John, if you can keep an eye out, like for spots close up, and maybe Ryan, if you want to, in the glove compartment there's some binoculars.
Okay.
And just keep an eye out for like further spots.
Okay.
And just because we're so late, like I don't want to park too far away, but I also don't want to park too.
I don't think I can. I can't really see I can't like see outside of our little bubble here. I don't.
Well, why don't I go? I'll stand through the sunroof with the binoculars, and I'll
That's
take
great.
the far away stuff.
Wait, so
John, we got to get a spot, dude. We got to get into the game.
So we all just are. We're just gonna. We're doing a Mission Impossible to find a parking spot.
That's a great way to describe it. Yeah, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to get us parked at the exact perfect spot.
So I'll be on literal looking. I'll look with the binoculars out of the roof, and I'll just be looking literally at every single spot.
Okay.
Why don't you stare at the like green and red lights?
Uh-huh.
That are in
Forward.
the thing.
Oh, those.
But
yeah.
not just the ones in our row. Like you focus on all the lights. All
Okay.
everywhere, and you focus on the physicals in the area.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I'll also look for people walking back
Psyops.
towards cars.
Yeah, you're on
cars?
psyops.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
so
like,
that we can chase them to their car and steal their spot if they're leaving.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Um,
you really, because you're great at reading people, but I just want to underline you're great at reading people. So use that. See if people are going to their car just to grab something they forgot,
Right.
Or if they're leaving. You know what I mean?
Do you guys do this a lot? This is the first time I've come to a game with you guys.
Embarrassingly, I'm late often, so I do have to do this a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I've kind try to figure out like a perfect system. And I think you'll fold really well into this.
Okay.
Our last PsyOps guy didn't really
Yeah.
cut it. So
All right.
You know what's crazy? This parking lot is actually a little bit darker than I thought it was going to be. These binoculars aren't working. Can you hand me the night vision?
it's genius.
in the glove. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ!
there's
You
night
guys.
vision. Leave the gun. Just give me the night vision. Just give me
Okay.
the night vision.
Wow,
I think
these
you
are
know what
like
the gun's
military
for,
grade
believe
night vision.
Yeah, yeah. And also give me that.
Whoa!
Isn't that awesome? Okay, give me here. You use those.
John,
ones.
while you were night visioning, you missed that couple
I'm
walking by in a
sorry.
fight.
I'm sorry. I'm
They
sorry.
were in a fight. Look, they're not going to the game because they're fighting with each other. All right.
I'm sorry.
It's all
I'm
right.
really sorry.
It wasn't a great spot anyway.
No, I'm sorry. I was just
Maybe
really
you're a little
impressed.
bit embarrassed. Maybe you're embarrassed because you're looking people face to face. Why don't you put on the latex mask? You put on the latex mask so that people can't see that it's you, and that way you can really eyeball them. Go, you go into your car.
It's like gimp mask with the zipper mouth.
No, the other one. There's one that looks like Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's,
jeez.
here, well, we have to scan your face
Good.
first here, just real quick.
Yeah.
Why do you guys have this one in here?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, you seem to recognize it, but you're not saying why.
I'm gonna give Amazon a piece
Maybe
of my
wife,
mind.
maybe wife.
my wife. No.
Okay. Does this mask fit? Does this look real?
Whoa, Tom.
The voice is yours, but the face is full. Your hair is the perfect length and shape, like Tom Cruise.
Turn off motion smoothing, folks.
Whoa, Tommy!
Yeah. Great.
Okay, people,
Spot.
go, 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 go!
300 yards ahead.
You're
Give
driving.
me the gun.
Oh,
That's our spot, pig.
no, I'm not him.
Fucking pig!
I don't want to give you an autograph.
You're sick, Tom.
do you
You're
mean?
sick.
What do you mean?
Your church is sick, and you're sick. I'm not gonna let you think about ruining movies.
Where's Leah Remini? Where's Leah Remini's friend?
We haven't seen Leah Remini in forever, or her friend.
Her friend. What do you? Sorry, folks. It's not me. I'm not
No,
him.
you. All right, well, our cover's blown. Go, go, go.
Wait, no, what do you mean?
Meet at the extraction point. Get out of the car. Go. The car's gonna
Meet me at the
explode.
garlic fries.
Wait, what? Where do we go?
Scene.
Where do we go literally in the scene?
Where do we go? Every piece is going to have some singing, folks. Do you know that song? Where do we go?
On the rooftop, shout it out.
Oh,
Baby,
yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Wait, who is
That's
that?
tight.
Baby, I'm ready.
They're Eurythmics, dude. I don't know. Doesn't that? It feels like that answer seems right because nobody actually knows who they are.
Yeah.
Like we all maybe know that one song or whatever, but I couldn't really say what music they make.
Eurythmics?
Eurythmics?
Yeah. Sweet dreams
yeah.
are made.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Annie
know.
Lennox. Let's go, Stella.
Stella's clomping.
Classic clump, everybody. If you've ever wanted to know what a dog clumping around a bedroom,
That was the
office looks
Foley
like.
portion.
Yeah. If
The
anybody
weekly
here is
Foley
into
portion.
ASM ARF,
Which is new, so you're probably not yet, but you're about to be. It's where dogs do ASMR. Stella, bark. Roof. Roof. Roof.
I wonder if we
ASMR.
got her sniffs on mic
Damn,
there.
we
We
got
had it in
that.
surround sound. That's the other thing that I was on rugs.com because I found out there was a sale on there. And it was like, this sale's over at midnight. So we like rushed, got one rug for the living room, and then at like
Online, or did you have to go somewhere?
online, yeah.
.com, of course.
And then at 11:50, I was like, I gotta find another rug. I gotta find a rug for the office. Like I'm running out of time.
yeah.
I didn't get one in time, and then at 12:01, the timer reset, and it was like, you have 24 hours till the sale's
Yes.
over. And it was like, oh, is this just
What
a
a trick.
forever sale?
It's like Joe's Crab Shack paints free crab tomorrow on their building, and you're like, we gotta come back tomorrow. It's like that sign ain't never going away. That happened to my friend and I went on vacation with my dad, and my buddy was totally tricked by it. He's like, we gotta come back. And my dad totally dogged him. He was like, Matt, you're an idiot. I was like, whoa, dude. We took this guy on vacation. Let's not call him an idiot.
Did you guys ever go on big?
I wish you guys could see Stella with the little cord on her
You're
head.
cute, Stella.
She is
Did
cute.
you guys ever go on like big vacations with like friends, families, or anything when you were younger?
Not like big ones. Thank you for that, Foley. But a few. Like I would go to Tahoe with my buddy Angelo and his family, and we would do a big Southern California trip from Northern California. And like usually, me and my sister would each bring a friend.
Yeah.
Which was so fun, but also looking back, like a janky little trip. you know?
Yeah.
It's where a lot of the like friend group inside jokes and bits came from, because it's when you really learn either about the friend or the family.
Oh,
Right.
it's the,
Or,
yeah.
Like I had a friend who everyone found out on a trip when he was like 17 that he had never had shrimp before. And then it was just like our friend group thing of like, how have you never had shrimp in your whole life? And he's going,
That's
"No,
really
I've never had
funny.
shrimp."
Yeah,
I bet I was the same. I didn't eat shrimp until adulthood.
I went to Annapolis, Maryland, with my friend's family, which is like
Oh.
not even like a.
Who's there? The Navy?
Yeah, it's like there. It's like there's like weird
It's like DC Light kind of?
There's like museums and like a train museum. I remember we went to, and we it was just such a like nothing trip. I remember because there's no destination there. It's like we went and stayed like at a Howard Johnson
Beans Johnson.
hotel.
Do they still have a bunch of ice cream? Wasn't that their thing? They were like an ice cream place.
Remember?
Yeah.
I don't even remember now.
hotel.
But like we like literally, I went on vacation with my friend's family, and there was no like event. It
Yeah.
was just kind of like we go and stay in this hotel. We're gonna go to the pool a few times. We went to like a train museum. We got like mediocre food in my memory, and then like the last day or second to last day, we drove to Baltimore and went to an Orioles game.
That's cool.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Cal Ripken? Was he there?
It was Cal Ripken. It was actually in like the run up to his like historic like starts.
Most games played ever. in
Yeah,
a row.
it was like
yeah.
I think we were like in like I think
It was
he
one
had,
of the
like,
3,000.
Yeah, yeah,
it was number 4 of. He had just pulled a hammy last week.
yeah. It was he was just sort of getting going. He was getting the wheels greased. No, I think it was like the like fifth to the record.
Right.
Because it was like a big deal in like the 7th inning stretch. Instead of doing any of the like big stuff, they like played like Cal Ripken highlights, and we're like, which feels when the thing you're building up to is like most consecutive games played. It feels crazy to like really celebrate in that last week. Like
Right.
to be
It's
like,
no, don't say anything
Yeah.
until
Right.
it happens.
It's like the longest no hitter ever.
Yeah.
You just don't
I was
talk
gonna
about
say,
it until
especially in like baseball, which is already such a superstitious sport.
Right.
Like probably one of the more superstitious sports. Like
Because it moves so slow, and it's a bunch of like weird Trump guys now, probably.
yeah,
But, like,
yeah. Oh yeah, lots of conspiratorial thinking in the dugouts these days.
I was telling someone the other day I was watching a like ESPN. It was like college baseball or something like that, and it was just a little clip, and the camera like was on a jib and going past the guys in the dugout, and they were all sitting there doing Driving Crooner from I Think You Should Leave. They were all going, and it was like, oh, this made it to baseball.
That's
like,
great.
which to me is kind of like what you're saying, like sort of like dirtbag, out. Well, the dirt bags because they play on dirt.
Yeah,
That's what
they're
they're
dirty.
called. Yeah, but I do think of it as like somewhat more Republican and less artistic
yeah.
It
folk.
definitely is.
So I thought that was funny.
that Cal Ripken thing too is like such a dad's thing to get. It's like, it's not that he's hitting bombers, it's that he shows up for the
Yeah.
team every game.
Consistency, right?
It
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
because was he? I don't remember, but was he like an all-star player?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was
good.
really good.
He was like one of those guys who was just very consistent, would hit 350 every year or
Right.
whatever it was. Like, not the star, not the best guy in the league every year, but an all-star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're going into the big game. This is quarterfinals for state, and I got some disappointing news.
Oh, what is it?
Well, we're sitting Lars. I know he's our star player. I know he scores 80% of our points, but the guy needs to learn a thing or two about consistency and showing up. All right. So
He was 10 minutes late to practice because his wife was having a baby. Why? It's not about you. It's not about him disrespecting you. Just let him play. He's our best player.
We're in
It's
the
not about me.
playoffs.
It's disrespecting the game. All these people that have come before him that showed up on time, the greats. You know what I mean? Guys whose names you probably wouldn't know, but
Yeah, I just know mostly the stars of the game and people whose results actually impact winning.
well, what about Willie the Watch Cooper?
Willie the Watch?
The timekeeper.
He never missed a game for 93 years.
He lived at the stadium.
And he wasn't on the team. He
didn't play baseball.
He was never on the DL because he couldn't get hurt.
I thought you guys would like the watch because you're all into your TikToks and all that crap. All right. I don't know. I'm trying to relate. But the point is, you get to start. Both of you. Because
I don't
not only
wanna
is Lars not coming.
Do you know the pressure I would feel knowing that I'm the guy who goes in to replace Lars, one of the best players of all time? I go in there, I throw a
You're not going to
bonehead
hit 4
play.
dingers.
No, I
There's
might
no
not.
way.
I'm probably not. I'm going to whiff every swing.
Okay. Well, we're changing your nickname, of course, from Whiffy to Early. Because you have been early to every practice that we have had.
Coach, your qualities of a baseball player that you like are so far off. No offense. I love you so much. You are my best friend to get pizza with. He's the worst player on the team.
Yeah.
That's why he shows up early,
Coach,
because he knows that's the only way he can compete.
Yeah, you know why I show up early? I leave my house 2 hours early because Google Maps directions confuse me.
Well, and you know your limitations, which is amazing, and that's a life skill, and it's a little thing we could have learned from Anderson, the hair. Anderson. There was Anderson. Middle name,
Wait,
the hair. Or
that
nickname.
guy who brought his rabbit to every game?
For luck?
That's right. Luck is a big part of this. All right.
You are so stupid. No offense, Coach, but you're. Don't do that on my shoe.
Sorry.
Come on. No,
It was
you're
also
not.
gum. You just spit your gum straight.
No, it's not gum. It's Big League Chew.
That's
all right?
my
gum,
God.
It's
Coach.
not gum. It's a tobacco-like substance that's healthy for your teeth.
It's
Healthier.
gum.
It's healthy for your teeth. Who told you that?
Yeah.
Because
Look at your little teeth.
look at yourself.
Your little teeth have each disintegrated from all angles. So each one has a big gap in between it.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't think I would get so much
You're
insults.
sitting the best player of all time, Lars Bonds. Barry Bonds' son. He's the best.
Yeah, we know how that thing ended. That guy had no respect for the game. The worst seasons of baseball was when everybody was hitting home runs.
He won a World Series and hit 73 home runs in the same
Coach,
year.
I'm
think.
taking this up the flagpole. I'm not gonna let you sit, Lars. I'm going to the owner's office.
Oh my God! All right, well, go the frick ahead. Go over me. All right, he's got.
Where is it?
Hey, Whiffy, early. What's happening?
Sorry, I left 4 hours ago from the dugout to get up here.
Holy shit! Well, you're early for me. I was told to stay till 6. What's going on?
Listen, Coach has lost his mind. He's told us this morning that he's sitting Lars in the game tonight,
What?
and he's starting me in his place.
Oh my God! But he's gonna be at the game, Coach.
I assume so.
Whew, God, you scared me there for a minute. As long as Coach will be there, I don't care what happens.
Wait, did you not hear the other part of that? He's sitting Lars and he's starting me. I have a negative batting average.
I heard that Lars was late because of his wife's baby.
Yeah, that's not a
We
big
don't
deal.
like that around here. We need people to be on time. We need people to show up, and we need people to do what they say. You hear what I'm saying, Whiffy? You hear what I'm saying, Early? You're doing
I
what
guess
we
I
ask
do.
of you. You whiff, and you're early.
Wait, I didn't realize whiffing was part of my contract.
Yeah, we need certain guys we can pay very little.
And at the end of the 9th inning, Whiffy and the Braves have moved on to the next round. In my book, the book of teams who showed up on time. Of course, final score 70-0. They will not be moving on physically or allowed to play. But boy, did those fellas come on time or early and show some respect for the game.
That's
sorry.
right. If you're on time, you're late, and if you're early, you're on time for baseball.
Hey guys, sorry, it's me, Whiffy. I was trying to get to the locker room, but I ended
Whoa,
up here.
we've got Whiffy in the studio.
Whiffy, what's it like to have been at every game?
Once again, early. He didn't know we were going to call him from the locker room to be here.
That's right.
I got lost on the way to the locker room. What's it like to what?
Be here.
Whiffy, you're stupid. You can't get anywhere and you can't hear a sentence.
Honestly, this game has really done a number on my self-esteem. I requested in every inning at least once to be taken out of the game.
Look, honey, I love you. You're consistent, and sure, you always finish early, but I don't want power or strength or anything like that. I can rely on you, and that's a beautiful thing.
Just hearing you say that hurt my feelings.
No, I don't want power or strength.
But like hearing you lay out the things that I am not, just like reminded me of what I'm not.
Hey, thanks for coming in the doctor's office today, and really thanks for being early. We really appreciate that. So you wanted to cut your penis off?
I guess we could have followed that.
No. It was meant as a button.
Oh, and the scene ended with Whiffy getting his own penis cut off because he asked for it.
Cut my penis in 2 pieces. This is my edit line.
Elective. I really like the idea of elective surgery. I like the term elective.
It sounds good in your mouth.
Because there's what is the other option? Forced or necessary?
Yeah.
Right.
I just like
guess.
when somebody goes, it was elective.
It was elective.
It's like they didn't need surgery and they chose to go under the knife anyway.
Surgery is so dangerous.
Oh,
also.
yeah.
Like even just like regular surgery. Like my stepdad, I don't even remember what the surgery was. It was a super routine surgery.
Yeah.
Like
Mole removal.
Yeah, but literally might have been like something like that. I can't
Molar
remember what it was.
removal.
What'd you say?
Molar removal.
Molar removal.
Mohair removal.
Mohair removal. No, but he got a surgery and he had to be like put under for it because it was like there was some reason, but it was like it was a surgery that nothing bad ever happens. Mm-hmm. He got anesthesia. And like in the middle of the surgery, he had like some reaction that later we found out is like normal, where like he stopped breathing, and they had to like do like this crazy. They like shoved a thing down his throat, and the craziest thing about it that scared the shit out of me when he told me this, he woke up in the middle of them shoving the thing down his throat,
like being intubated.
Yeah, being like intubated. He woke up because he somehow came out from underneath the anesthesia and like started fighting them, and it was like I think it might have been like a hernia surgery or something like that. That was like not crazy, but like any surgery, even if you're like I'm just gonna go in and get like
I got my nose did, the septoplasty or whatever, and I thought I died.
Yeah.
like when you go under anesthesia and then you wake up and they're like, it's done. It's like, what do you mean it's done? I wasn't here. Like you're just like, oh, I just missed part of my life.
Does it feel like time just got snipped away?
Snipped away.
Like completely. you don't remember the experience of being under?
They were like count backwards from 10 or like, one of those little, I don't really remember what it was. And I was like, okay, like there's no way I'm going to be like asleep by 10. And by 4, I was waking up. You know what I mean? Like, because you're just
no,
like
dreams
you kind of
anything.
remember going like, oh, I guess I'm sort of starting to feel it. And then you like already are out.
Whoa.
And then when they wake you up, they go, you're sort of coming out groggy or whatever. And it feels crazy. It feels like, to me, it felt like someone took that part of my life from me just because I never feel that out of control.
That's
scary
what I mean? To me.
Yeah.
That's really
but it wasn't
scary.
bad. It was just like, whoa, wait, what do you mean it's done? I felt like it's been 10 seconds. Like, creepy.
Oh,
yeah.
That really freaks me out.
But then once, because it was just the nose thing, they were like, all right, like, get up. You're out of here. Like, you need to get out of the hospispittal. Like, you're done.
Get your keys.
Like,
go.
Get out of here. And I was like, but just like, give me a minute. And they're like, this isn't that. Like, like you're not at a spa. It's like, you're done. The bed's for someone else now. And we have to wash it from you. I felt very cattled around.
That's so mean.
I think I might have told this before, so I apologize. But when I woke up from my septoplasty and tonsil co-surgery,
wow, they really just gutted the inside of your head.
yeah, they went in there and bored it all out.
Sounds amazing.
I came to on my phone starting a Reddit Ask Me Anything. Like
No.
that was like, and it was all like typos and shit. But it was like, I'm in the hospital, like just waking up from anesthesia. Ask me anything, and I like kind of came to like, I think I had sent it out already, and I was like, oh.
What's up, Man Dog Pod listeners? Thank you so much for tuning in to today's free episode. If you want to hear the full episode, it's available over on our Patreon, patreon.com/you'rethemanNowDog. We've got full episode audio and video for everything we've done, a huge archive of tons of fun stuff with all your favorite comedians. Check it out today. Once again, that's patreon.com/yourethemanNowDog. Thanks so much, and have a great day.